ano ba natin, unang topic natin?
Ano bang gusto mo muna pag-usapan?
Hintayin natin siya, syempre, WrestleMania, dapat nandun siya, nandun din kasi, ano lang, FPW.
Oo, sige, FPW. Ay, teka lang, napindot ko na yung, yung recording bago tayo
magsabi. Cut mo lang.
Hindi ko na ikakat, didiretso ko na yan, sabihin ko na lang, oy, mga
sige.
Ito na yung intro, Hello, mga...
Intro na to, sorry.
Yun na yun.
Ito na to.
Ito na. Hello guys. Hello mga kagikadas. Welcome again to another episode of Geeks Are Unaware. Pasensya na't ngayon lang ulit kami nagkaroon ng isa pang episode kasi nagkanda leche-leche ang aking laptop nung nakaraang actually nung Holy Week lang. Nagkanda leche-leche tong laptop ko and then kagad napadala ko naman siya sa service center and fortunately meron pa siyang warranty, within warranty pa siya, so yun. Shoutout na lang dun sa Lenovo store sa SM North sa may annex. Dito sila yung gumawa nito, and by the way hindi ako sponsored pero baka naman
yeah.
Anyway, Eugene, musta?
So good, kakauwi pa lang galing work. Enjoy ko yung pagkakaroon ng day job. So far so good. 9 to 5, the struggle hustle is real.
Totoo. Ayun, bago natin later on si John pala makakasama natin siya. Pero ang problema nasa biyahe pa daw siya, pero later on andito na siya. And then, yun nga pala, no? So, we're going to talk about first yung FPW Secret Show 2 at Secret Base. And then, later on, pag si John nandito na, on board na si John, we're going to talk about WrestleMania Nights 1 and 2. So, yun. Pasensyahan nyo na, we didn't have the WrestleMania prediction. Kasi yun nga, nagkaroon ng aberya yung laptop ko, but and then busy rin before the Holy Week, and then basta ito na, sige,
better late than never, ikaw nga nila.
Unfortunately, kami dapat ni John pupunta ng secret show, the Secret Base 2. Problem is nag-coincide siya with another important event sa Kendo Club namin, so we weren't able to go to the secret show at the Secret Base 2. However, fortunately, si Eugene ay nanood. So, please Eugene, pakikwento mo sa atin ang nangyari.
Ako magiging insider niyo for today.
Yeah. So, musta yung overall energy saka yung atmosphere nung Secret Base at the medyo layo ka ng konti sa camera, Eugene. Medyo,
sorry.
Okay. Medyo,
sorry.
Yan, okay na yan. Sige. Yan, musta yung atmosphere, yung energy ng crowd. Medyo, puno rin technically yung, yung venue.
Technically, puno siya, pero hindi siya kasing puno nung first show. Oo. Ewan ko kung bakit. I expected more talaga. And yun nga, maganda nga sana kung marami para tuwan-tuwa yung mga tao . Kung tuwan-tuwa yung buong syempre mga wrestlers tsaka yung FPW mismo.
Pero technically siguro kaya ganun kasi Palm Sunday din yun. Palm Sunday yun.
27 na yun. This Sun lang yun
27.
Second week of Easter yun
Second week
of 27 siya.
27.
21 yun yung WrestleMania weekend Mamaya pag-usapan natin. Kasi yung Palm Sunday tama. And
tama. 20 pala is Sunday, yun yung mismong
WrestleMania 27. Ayan.
Tama.
Yung
Easter yun.
Overall energy parang mababa Di naman dahil siguro feeling ko yung crowd. Meron yung mga regulars na talagang sisigaw tsaka yung mag-chat. Mag-chat ka ang hina kasi parang feeling ko alam mo yung nanibago sila. Parang di ba sa nanibago yung parang bago yung crowd. Siguro parang ito yung first time nilang manood. Parang, di ba nung sa first time na sinabi niya, Mike Madrigal, shoutout Mike Madrigal, our champion.
Shoutout kay Boss Mike, nasa Spain nata siya nung Holy Week eh.
Oh, nice. Congrats. Enjoy, basta shoutout na lang. Di ba parang nung mga first shows ng FPW is medyo parang kumakapapa yung crowd. Parang gano'n yun na yung ko doon. Parang 3 ata lang kami sumisigaw eh. Pero yung overall show, maganda siya. Talagang ang first match is si Duke Ortega, Duke of Shoot, shout out Duke. At saka si ang Biko ng Tondo. Si Joshua Eledis.
How was the match?
Good yung match, talagang showcase ni parang showcase ni Joshua yung skills niya. Tsaka showcase din ni Duke yung gano'n siya kalupit kasi
Duke is Duke.
Talagang the ring breaker. The arena destroyer. Hindi niya daw ginawa yun dahil
daming nagalit sa kanya.
pero medyo papunta na doon kasi nung in-slam niya si Joshua, which is again, yun yung parang nakikita akong pattern kay Duke kapag pag maliit yung kalaban niya. Kawawa eh. Talagang bang!
He's bringing the house down.
Eh. Yeah. Good yung match. Binigay ni Joshua lahat ng makakaya niya. Pero syempre, the vets will, kaya nga sila naging vet eh. Mananalo talaga sila.
Yeah, but it's a good experience for Joshua Elavista kasi dito nakakailang salang na siya sa ring. Nakakatatlo na actually.
Tatlo na.
He was present actually he has one of the matches dun sa first secret show, the secret base, and then sa FPW Sting. Last April, di ba? Or March?
Yeah, mga March.
March, oo.
March ba? Hindi, kailan ba yung show, yung last show na March na, tama?
March ba? Tama,
March. Mag-same month ba yung Same month ba yung...
tama, March. Kasi dito yung, tama, March. Kasi...
March yung first show, tapos April show. Yung...
Tama, April, March 23, yung last show, diba?
Ay, okay.
Tama. Tapos, April 27 nila in-schedule yung itong almost more than 1 month nilang ginawa yung
Also, gusto ko lang din i-add, huwag na natin gawin secret, please. Para game na rin natin siguro yun. Huwag na natin
they make it a secret kasi it's only parang exclusive for the people who are in the Facebook group. Kasi dito, yun yung
kasi pwede siyang maging parang NXT. Hindi ba NXT? Kasi may mga regular crowd pa rin daw. Kumbaga parang ma-showcase din yung homegrown at the same time pwede kayo kumita. Kasi, pwede nyo nang capitalize yun eh. Yeah.
Ito na si John.
Ayan na. Si El Tindero.
Resume na natin pinag-uusapan natin. Dito na si John. Okay. Pero sige, before tayo mag-usap about WrestleMania, so yan, 19 minutes na. So, yeah, madami nang nangyayari kanina, so pasensya na, may mga inayos lang kami, kaya may jump skip jump cut to kasi may inayos na kami, so we're moving on. Ano pa yung mga matches dun sa secret
may bagong nag-debut.
Oo,
Versus
sino yung isa si Versus, oo.
Yes, nagpamigay siya ng candy ang cool. Galing din siyang wrestler. another dagdag na naman sa women's roster ng
actually si Versus ay hindi hindi babae.
Trans siya. Ayun, at least also pride and stuff.
Yeah. She considers herself as a woman, so we're going to address her as woman.
As such. Or
shout out to
below your pronouns. Magtatagalog din lang kami para yung pronouns ay unisexual kasi alam naman natin sa Pilipinas ay unisexual ang ating pronouns. So there's no issue.
Yeah. I want to apologize lang rin palang kasi sinabi ko na yun nga, di siya I'm pertaining that she's not biologically woman. Okay? Yun lang.
Yeah. Just comment below kung ano yung pronouns. Kung nanonood ka.
But yeah, I was able to watch some of her highlights coming from Legendarius the Great. And yun nga, siya, yung power moves yung ginagawa niya eh. So, interesting din na makita siya.
Powerhouse siya.
Oo. And I'm excited na makita siya on the, this, siguro if ever na masalang na siya sa main show.
Also, yes, Legendaries then showcased a lot of good things. I must say, lumilevel up ko na, sir. Shout out ulit. Sigma, wag niyo ako pabugbog kay AB3. Joke lang. Please panoorin mo na yung season 2 ng Pantheon.
Right.
Also, maganda yung show, maganda yung yung performance nila. Parang bagong graduate against also another bagong graduate ng FPW Academy.
Ilang matches nga ulit yun nandun sa sa Secret at the Secret Base 2.
So, we got Duke versus Pico ng Tondo, si Joshua Evangelista.
Okay.
Versus Legendarius.
Okay.
The next one is, I think, si Proximo versus one of the Yolo twins.
Johan.
Si Johan. Yun ang brutal na match, actually. Nag-chant kami ng wag sa aircon kasi lumabas sila, tagal nila tagal nila sa labas. Talagang si Jeffrey ang referee.
Shout out Jeffrey. Sila even Rati Mabayashi was
yes, yung kay versus tsaka yes.
Nag-referee siya kanino?
Kay versus tsaka kay Legendary.
Okay.
Medyo may drama kasi nagkamayan silang dalawa ni versus. Pagdating kay Legendaries, walang kamayan eh.
Yeah, there's still may bad blood pa rin.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's because of yung sinabi ni Ron dito sa podcast.
Oo.
Come on, guys. It's just good fun, I guess. I hope. I don't know. Just don't, beat me up.
Yeah.
Yung third match ni Johan tsaka si Proximo. Proximo is leveling up. Hindi na siya approximate. Parang accurate na eh. Never mind. Magaling siya. Nag-level up na siya from his last matches. Also, napaka-brutal Gina-drop kick na isa-isa sa mga upuan. Tagal nila sa parang siya nag-backstage brawl.
Okay.
Nag-chat kami ng wag sa aircon kasi yung may aircon doon siya, may iwata sila na mga fans kasi mainit na eh. So yun yung naging parang unang naisip ko na problem doon. Kaya nagputiin lang ako. So natuloy yung Cody Rhodes na t-shirt ko.
And then next match.
Next match dito na ata lumabas yan eh. Si Marky Bro tsaka si Rio. Akala ko intermission siya, nagbigay sila ng mga cup in the stylings of Wawawi.
Wawawi. Yeah.
Taga-saka!
Benta yun.
Taga-saka! Diba, ganun. Oh, maraming ano mo sasabihin sa akin? Gwapo ka po.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to shout out yung sa When My Battery Dies Facebook page. Kasi siya yung nakagawa nung doon ko nakita si Rio na naging wrestler kasi meron siyang dito. He was able to post that portion of the show sa FB, yung video na yan. So yeah, shout out to who's the moderator or the admin of When My Battery Dies Facebook page.
Also, yung match na yun, very unexpected.
Sorry.
In-expect kong matalo si Marty. Sorry sir, shout out din. Kasi parang maganda siguro siyang maging story ulit. Parang si Rio naman ang magiging bagong James Idol Martinez ni Marky. Yung may utang na naman siya. Kasi gano'n nagsimula yun eh. Nagpustahan tong dalawa na dinaya kasi nung ni Rio yung isang contestant which is isa sa mga crew ng FPW crew, and good job.
So ibig sabihin Rio is parang heelish ang kanyang
heel siya. And then sinipa niya yung nagpo-push up. Malapit na magsampo, sinipa niya.
Medyo
kaya ganun sabi niya.
Heelish
Heelish. Kasi 10,000 daw yung price. Tapos, umalis ka dyan. Pag umalis ka dyan, upa ka. Ganyan yung verbatim lang yan kay Marky. Doon ko nakita na drunken master pala si Marky Bro. Kasi pininom siya ng tubig, yung pala alak pala. Okay. Binottoms up niya, lasing siya eh. Sabi ko, pahingin naman ako niyan.
Okay, sige. To make it short para diretso WrestleMania na tayo. May iba pa palang pag-usapan si John. Sige. Anong yun lang yung last match, no?
Last match si Rex Lawin.
Yeah.
Importante yun.
Importante yun. Okay lang, to keep it short, natalo si James. At tortured siya. Grabe. Pagkatapos ng match, nag-usap kami kung sino na yung dito niya. Shoutout Sir James. Comment down below. Sabi ko, grabe. Ang lupit na match na yun. And akala mo kawawa talaga siya doon. Pero nag-showcase din siya ng brains niya na kaso nga lang, it wasn't enough kasi si Rex talaga is pure brawn eh. So, kulang pa ng cheating 101 siguro para matalo si Rex Lawin. Next time na lang, James. Good match. It was a great match. Hopefully maglabang kayo ulit and hopefully iba naman yung maging result.
But
bawi na lang next time.
Yeah. What's your favorite match on that show?
Ang top 3 ko siguro pwede ko sabihin yung kay Proximo tsaka kay actually gusto ko yung kay Proximo tsaka kay yun yung top 1 to. Proximo tsaka kay Johan. Kasi deliver talaga eh. Pinalhiman niya si Proximo. Di nga lang gigil pero alam mo yun parang isang ganun lang.
Pero at least dito it just shows that the twins can do solo.
Nandun din yung isa eh.
Solo matches.
Nandun din siya eh.
Oo. Taga-record.
Also, shoutout YOLO Twins. Kung kailangan nyo ng taga-record, tulad ng nangyari ulit nung last show. Anyways. Yung second favorite match ko, pwede ko sabihin si Marky Bro tsaka si Rio. Nakakatawa kasi siya eh. Yun yung nagustuhan ko eh.
Yeah.
Pero Marky Bro being Marky Bro, yung skills nandun eh. Pati si Rio, parang hindi mo ina-expect eh. Parang, basta siya. Also third, third favorite match ko would be, syempre si Joshua versus Duke. The Duke of Shu.
Sayang. May special mention na lang natin si
special mention si... Gusto ko sabihin top 5, pero 5 lang pala yung matches. It's all good naman. It's all good.
Sabihin na nahirapan ka sa pagpili.
Nahirapan ako sa pagpili.
Okay, sige. John, pag-usapan na bago tayo mapunta sa WrestleMania, I want you to talk about yung before the WrestleMania show. Yung DexCon.
DexCon.
Yeah.
Ito yung WrestleStorm 2?
Yeah. Ay, di. Alam ko meron. Woo pala.
Woo. World Underground Wrestling.
Yes. You were there, diba?
Yes. Okay, wait. So, let me double check yung naging niya. Card niya. So,
sige, I'll do it for you.
Sige, ito na. Nandito na ako. So, yung World Underground Wrestling kasi recently, yung pinaka-biggest hatak niya was actually unang tag defense ni David Ravena saka ni Aaron Liwanag. Exciting dapat. Paano ba? So, yung pinaka-naging highlight kasi ng World Underground Wrestling na to is dumating yung dalawang Japanese na basically nag-set up ng World Underground Wrestling dito. Si The Rockhead, si Fugo Yumeji, saka si Rocky Fuji. So,
yung si Fugo nga, sabi ko kamukha ni Bitoy.
Yes. Dumating rin actually si Sanshu, pero unfortunately na-miss ko siya kasi siya yung pinakaunang match.
Pre-show.
Well, not pre-show. As in, unang match naman talaga siya. I think sa SJM yata yung nakalaban niya. Problem was, galing ako sa Kendo, so na-miss ko yon. Ang feedback lang sa akin was, okay naman siya. Pero nagka-issue yata kasi sa flight home niya. Parang maaga naging na-book na ticket, so he had to leave early. So actually, this particular pay-per-view or show wasn't heavy in matches. Yung next match was Main Max versus El Catiponero. It was good. I was cheering for El Catiponero. It was okay. Parang it's another defense. Medyo weird na halos I forget if second to the last or third to the last siya. Pero parang nasingit lang siya doon. I guess it's just so may title match si Main Max and of course kailangan niya constantly may practice naman. Yung tag match na masaya, si Fabio Makisig and Jake De Leon versus Nigel San Jose and Robin Sane, and as much as it pains me, medyo magugulat ako kung sila Nigel saka si Robin Sane nanalo dito, pero obviously nanalo si Fabio and Jake De Leon and yung
okay. Sorry. Kasi yung naisip ko yung sa DexCon Dakila pa, which is
yung parating. So, this tag match was actually set up to see kung sino makakalaban ni Zack Sabre Jr. and Fantasmo. Nung nanalo si Jake De Leon sa si Fabio, lumabas yung announcer, sabi, okay, yung upcoming match, wala kami sinabi na it's gonna be Jake De Leon Fabio versus Zack Sabre Jr. and El Fantasmo. It will be Zack Sabre Jr. and Jake De Leon versus Fabio and El Fantasmo.
Yeah.
So, this is good kasi both of them will be able to, alam mo yung medyo masyadong lopsided. If the Filipinos versus the international stars, so medyo obvious naman. So, the way they did it, mas pwede kung sino man manalo. So, it will be a good match. And then finally, World Tag Team Championship, which is the main event. It's Ravena and Aaron Liwanag versus The Rockheads. So, The Rockheads, with all respect to them, matanda na sila.
Yeah.
Kinda shows in the ring. But ito yung gusto kong match na you're not there for technical expertise, you're there for fun, and definitely these two wrestlers brought the fun. Lahat kami sumasayaw-sayaw ng ganun. Nakakatuwa siya. So, it was a good main event, and at the end of the show, lahat ng mga World Underground Wrestling veterans bawak sa The Rockheads. The Rockheads won. The Rockheads won the World Underground Wrestling Tag Team Championship. So, iuwi na nila sa Japan.
Yeah. Ang tagal rin na stock nung Tag Team Championships na dito sa Pilipinas.
Yun nga eh.
So, parang lumalabas na parang paper champion lang itong si...
Yes, exactly. Parang silang Iron Sheik. Tapos yun, end of the show, everyone, mga roster, nag-thank you sila for supporting World Underground Wrestling. Hindi ko alam kung does this mean mag-end na ba or what. Nasabi sa akin ni Eugene sa FPW show, so okay, delete mo na lang yung
cut.
Edit mo na lang, sorry.
Or i-censor mo na lang,
i-ano ko na lang, i-bleep
mo na lang.
Kasi ako, sasabihin ko lang is, I was kind of saddened na nung main event, yung sa ending na World Underground Wrestling, wala si and he represented to me World Underground Wrestling kasi I think one of the first matches I watched was Hardcore Wrestling with versus si ano nga yata, si Main Max nga ba yun? Basta like, I forgot sino kalaban niya, or si Danny Zamora versus was a hardcore match, and talagang for me represents hardcore, and World Underground Wrestling, I know it's not hardcore, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from that place. So for me not to see at the end of the show, medyo sad ako.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's gonna happen with the hopefully lumabas siya soon, wherever he goes. Masaya naman ako, but like sayang wala siya sa World Underground
Wrestling. Actually si Perito, si Kanto Terror, I don't know if he's going to be part of Uso or what. Kasi dikit siya kay Tarek eh.
Yeah. So, well actually, hindi rin lumabas si Kanto Terror sa World Underground Wrestling. Yung sa recent show. So, medyo sad. But yung highlight for me dito is dumating si Tudukan. Nakahanap ako ng kung ano ng cards ng wrestling magazines na luma WCW days pa. So, that was masaya ako for that. But yeah, so World Underground Wrestling show was decent. I won't say it's amazing, but it was a good show naman. I think yung mas na-highlight sa akin was afterwards, when they started selling Dexcon Dakila tickets. Nag-sold out, I think, within 2 days.
Yes.
And isa sa mga lumabas dito was Fabio Makisig creating a long blog post.
Yes.
It was about, hindi ko alam kung work lang siya for the match that they're about to have or it's totoong hinanakit, which I feel like maybe it's a blending of both. Na sinabi niya na masaya siya na nasold out yung show, but it's kind of indicative of bakit kinailangan ng foreign superstars para lang masold out. It's indicative of how the local fans kind of treat local wrestling shows. And to be fair to him, he did not focus on local wrestling fans who do watch the shows. Let's be clear on that. Wala siya sinabing masama about people like us who do go to the local wrestling shows, support our wrestlers, because we know na we are supporting them properly. They know that, they appreciate that. Ang mga, I think yung medyo nag-trigger sa kanya is, I'm guessing, sa Discord, sa Facebook, there are fans who do not go to local wrestling shows, who lambast local wrestling shows, mocking the championship belt nung MWF days, stuff like that. And now suddenly, there's an international superstar going and they're raving about these two. So I'm guessing I'd like to give Fabio the benefit of the doubt, especially since he did state in his blog post na it's towards these fans na may displeasure siya. Kasi nga, fans like us, we support as much as we can.
Yeah.
We might not go to all of the local wrestling shows, but we're there for them when we can, kung kaya ng budget natin.
Yeah.
So, but gets ko yung sinasabi niya kasi admittedly, ako rin, paminsan nasasaktan ako on behalf of them. Whenever nakikita ako sa WWE Philippine groups, like ang raming ingay, But
kaya
then like
kaya umalis na ako dun sa group na yun eh.
Diba? Like parang we have a local wrestling people shows here. We have 2, not just 1. We have 2.
3 if you count the other one.
Sino?
Si Woo.
Hindi. Like no offense to Dexcon, but I count Puso, Woo, and Dexcon shows almost one. Just because it's the same roster. It's the same roster, so I get there are different flavors, but like yan, nag-appear sila SJ, yung Woo Wrestling Tag Team Champions sa WrestleStorm. And then ngayon lumabas ang Puso Wrestling Champion dito rin, sa Woo and sa Dexcon. So, kind of same show. And they have the same vibe, admittedly. FPW, it's its own thing.
Kasi, I don't know if that's their problem, pero kasi kung titignan mo, unfinished business, wala namang foreign star na sa FPW.
Diba?
Punong-puno naman sila.
Yeah.
No, I think more of, has FBW ever sold out tickets within 2 days?
No.
Ayun, hindi ko alam.
Yun. I think yun yung hina-highlight na
don't think so.
Kasi hindi naman problem sold out. Like yung World Wrestling Underground Wrestling show, puno. WrestleStorm 2, puno. I forgot which show. I think yung kasama tayo, Jomar, halos nakatayo kami nun.
Pusong Pinoy.
Pusong Pinoy, nakatayo. I think it's not that hindi na pupuno. It's more of within 2 days, sold out.
Sold out.
So it wasn't that hindi nila kaya ipuno yung Brawl Pit Bulusan. It's more of like it or not, there is demand. Like gets ko to. Okay, admittedly nakausap ko si Linus diretsuhan, sinabi ko, like it or not, some of these international stars, maganda wrestling talaga nila.
Sakat na dito, they have the name reputation. That's why they
are the
draw.
Yes, exactly. So they're a draw. And of course, sama na natin. They're rarely here.
Yes.
We always see these wrestlers come in naman. So, again, kaya nga gets ko, I have a feeling talaga, may hinanakit lang si Fabio, maybe na maximize niya yung mga trolls or yung mga not really wrestling fans, gusto lang mag-complain, but will not even support local. So, I think I have to highlight that part na he's going after a specific subsection. Not even FPW fans who watch FPW. It's people who will complain about FPW, sasabihin na, oh, ba't may bootleg Jeff Hardy? Oh, bakit may mukhang ginagaya ng Triple H and never go to FPW shows? Because I have a feeling there's a subsection like that. Kasi sa rami-raming wrestling fans sa Philippines, parang I feel like dapat Araneta Coliseum na napupuno ng mga wrestling shows natin at this point. Given the price. The price isn't bad.
Price isn't bad, actually. Yeah.
Diba? So, gets ko hinanakit niya, but I don't know if it's kasi si JDL rin nag-weigh in on this. Sa kanya naman, parang sinasabi niya lang kasi na, nandito sila. They're here to represent the country. They'll keep on striving to to continue to do their best. So, I don't know if this is just gonna be a promo battle between that's leading into Dakila, but I think may konting hinanakit kasi even I feel for them.
Well, that's one thing Tadito, to make it work, sometimes promo must have just a hint of truth. Diba? Diba? And yeah, later on, mapag-discuss natin yun when we talk about WrestleMania. But yeah.
Kailangan na natin pag-usapan yun.
Yeah, kailangan natin. Sige, final thoughts na lang about Master Clash.
For me, yung Master Clash, it was a good show. It was a decent show. I'm not gonna say it blew my mind. Definitely WrestleStorm 2 with that main event. Galing talaga ng dalawang yun. Hindi ko maalala pangalan nila, pagbigyan niyo na matanda na ako. Pero yung dalawang galing si Choco Pro. Oh my God, ang ganda ng tag team nila. Like, wow. So, walang ganun sa Master Clash. I'm sorry. I love you guys. Maganda naman yung but I was definitely happy na entertain ako ng ulit tawag sa kanila. The Rockers ba? The Rockets. Oh wait, papakita ako. Binili ko pa yung ano nila.
Yun. Si Pitoy!
Mas nakakatawa kasi yung kita mo yung yan.
Oo.
Nasa trunks niya. So kung nasan yung butas ng puwet, nandun yung itong nasa gitna na to. And like nakaharap sa mukha namin like almost the entire match. So like nadidistract ako. But yeah, I had fun with them. But I think like it or not, Dakila sobrang lakas ng hype. Not just because of the two international stars. I'm surprised. Hindi ko alam paano nila nagawa to. They're bringing in two huge international stars and they're bringing some more foreigners in.
Oh.
I forgot sino pa, pero like, meron pang mga papunta. So I'm like, this is gonna be stuck. I'm glad I was able to book tickets and I'm gonna go to the meet and greet. So excited ako sila makita ulit. Yeah, I'll give you updates kung kamusta dun.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, John. And now, we're moving on to talk about, syempre, WrestleMania 41. We weren't able to...
The grandest stage of them all.
We weren't able to talk about yung predictions natin. But yeah, ito na lang. Marami na siguro nag-usap with regards sa mga matches. But sige, what can you say na lang overall about this WrestleMania? Sige, John, I know you have a lot of things to say about this WrestleMania.
Yes.
Sige, unahin na kita.
Ako muna?
Oh, ikaw na.
Mixed. For me, mixed siya. Like, if I'm gonna give it a score, 7 out of 10.
Passing grade din yun, okay na yun.
Passing grade. Actually, that's when I say 7 out of 10, this is compared to how I expect the Triple H reign. Yun yung benchmark ko. Pero if compared to other WrestleManias, definitely, this was definitely a very solid one.
Yeah. Iilang pa lang naman iilang WrestleMania pa lang naman na nakahawakan ni Triple H
In fairness kasi, like, more than half the matches, they matter. Yun yung problem ko sa mga lumang WrestleMania. More than half the matches there, thrown in.
Yeah.
This time, more than half the matches, they have a storyline. Unfortunately, paminsan mala H versus Orton at WrestleMania 25, ang ganda ng lead. The match wasn't as good. So, example nito, si Naomi versus Jade Cargill. It was good. But
it's not bad.
It was okay. Yeah. So, but definitely highlights. Night 1 main event.
Yes.
CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Paul Heyman showed why they deserve the main event.
Yeah.
And apologies to all the fans there. Jey Uso versus Gunther, it showed why hindi pa handang main event.
Mid-card Jey Uso pa rin. Joke lang.
I think they can do better. And the more I listen to other reviews, the more I get kung bakit bugbog si Gunther. At technically, marami na ginawa sa kanya bago mag-top out. But
it's not
hindi lang kasi style ni hindi style ni Jey Uso ang hard-hitting. So, kulang na for me. Pero, okay na. Na-move na kay Jey Uso. Let's see. Kay Jey Uso. Let's see. But definitely, highlight na main event. Ganyan pa ni Paul Heyman yung arms niya. Ganda. Master of storytelling, man. Ang ganda ng storytelling. It may not be a technical masterpiece. But definitely, ang ganda ng storyline. Definitely beat Night 2 main event. That said, opening na Night 2, Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. Oh my God. Opposite ng Night 1 na opening. Oh, ganda. So, ayaw naman natin laging makinig kay Dave Meltzer kasi kahit ako hindi niwala na Jey Uso and versus Gunther equivalent ng Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight. But, 5 stars, definitely deserve nung tatlong yon. And I'm so glad Io Sky won. I'm so glad that everyone wanted Io Sky to win.
Yes.
Special mention, Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah.
Dom. So happy that Dominic is now the IC champion. They didn't make Braun look weak. Pentagon look strong. Finn Balor, unfortunately, the backstab, but it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then
contentis na nila yun eh.
Yeah.
There was there are some articles that saying that parang when Triple H noticed that people are cheering for Dom when he won the IC belt, parang pinabalik pa si Dom sa ring para to celebrate with the people.
But on the way to that pabalik sa ring, may heel pa rin siyang ginawa.
Oo, inano pa rin niya si
Inignore niya si Finn.
Oo, inignore niya si Finn.
Like, akala mo pupunta na siya kay Finn to hug him? Wala.
Diretso sa ring.
To be fair, matagal na kasing parang ina-underestimate
yeah.
Si Dom eh. Kaya feeling ko parang karma mo na rin yan, Finn. Karma mo yan.
Like, sobrang raming pass. Pero yung mga downside, number 1, night 2 main event, not the fault of Cody, not of the fault of Cena, nasan si The Rock.
Yeah.
Bullshit yung reason niya, sorry, i-blip out mo na lang, pero bullshit yung reason niya na he wanted it to be about Cody. That's bullshit.
Wala.
Iniigit mo na sarili mo, continue the story.
Di mo ba diniit? Parang si Paul Heyman, gano'n.
Bullshit. And then, for me, pinaka-disappointing match was not even that. Tiffy Time versus Charlotte Flair. A lot of people like it. I don't.
Medyo pagtatanggal ko yun. Pero sasabihin
ko... Go, Eugene.
Hindi ko pagtatanggal fully. Hindi ko pagtatanggal. Tama ka. Pero si Tiffy talaga nagdala nun eh. Kasi napaka-athletic niya. Ang dramatic nga nung last move. Parang, pag bumutsul tao dito. Parang ganun siya eh. Pero, ang daming moves niya na parang, ba't ginawa yun? Anong point nun? Anong point na ginawa nyo? Ba't yung ginawa to?
I think Charlotte was too injured. Maybe. I don't know. Or masyadong may ring rust.
Siguro?
Like si Becky Lynch, tama yung pagbalik niya. Quick match, labas. Perfect. Si Charlotte, I don't know. Tapos yung I don't usually care about yung mga suot ng tao. But why are they both in pink and blue? Parehas pa silang blonde.
Yeah. Ang hirap habulin eh.
Kahit sabihin mo na, may nagsabi kasi kasi passing of the torch, so they look add some black splashes, I don't know. Like,
parang Barbie versus Spice Ganda nga eh.
Barbie versus Spice Ganda.
Joke.
Pero parang parang yung match before that, si Rey Fenix tsaka si El Grande Americano.
Yeah.
Kasi di ba ang ganda ng match. Nagustuhan. Gracias!
Bigla lumabas na si El Tindero dun eh.
Nag-CR mo na ako nun.
Kasi si isang katauhan. Na-enjoy ko yung match na yun. Isang katauhan. Na-enjoy ko yung match na yun. Yun lang, yung dalawang matches na yun kasi yung kay TV at saka yung kay El Grande Americano. Parang walang nag-usap na pwede ba mag-iba kayo ng kulay. Ang hirap habulin.
Really?
Ang hirap, hindi naman sa parang, tignan mo si El Grande at saka parang silang pula Ang hirap habulin nung parang...
Yeah, even nakasinglet parang nakasinglet si El Grande Americano. Diba?
Pero grabe, no? Ang swerte ni Rey Fenix.
Yeah.
So, unang PLE match niya, WrestleMania.
Grabe, Tsaka yung skills talaga nilang dalawa, talagang grabe. Ewan ko kung sino si El Grande Americano, kung sino man siya, ang galing niya.
Galing.
Galing niya.
Sabi daw nila si Mark Henry daw yun eh. Pero who knows
talaga. Hulk Hogan yan, Mr. Patriot.
Pero ito, pa rin si Michael Cole still sticking to his guts that he's Chad Gable and El Grande Americano R1.
DC na yan, DC chat game. Imposible.
Actually, dito nagkamali na nga si Michael Cole na pinanindigan niya na parating niya sinasabi na Tapos parating na lang siya kino-correct niya ni Pat McAfee. Yeah.
Which is also a weird choice pala. After, pag-usapan lang siguro after ng WrestleMania.
Kaya. Oh, and special mention, sorry. That moment na nag-off yung lights kay Seth Rollins.
Yes.
Ba't naghang?
Oo.
Paano nila na-stop mga tao from turning on their cellphone lights?
Yeah.
Hindi ko feed na lang yun, pero...
Pitch black.
Actually, dun siguro sa feed na lang natin yun, yung pitch black.
Pero sa kanila dun madilim lang. Tama.
Jesus!
Ganda. Tapos yung meron pa siyang crown of thorns. Oh my God.
Sakto, di ba? Holy Week.
Talaga magkabuhay. ESV.
Nagtag team si Jesus Christ saka si Judas Iscariot.
Tatlong Jesus ang naglaban nun.
Hindi, God yung isa.
Jesus freaking Christ.
Si Jesus freaking... Sorry.
May cross sa likod mo.
Si Samoan Jesus, si Wrestling God. Saka si Monday Night Messiah.
Straight edge Jesus.
Ganda talaga ng match na yun. Like,
grabe. Ako rin hindi ko na-expect yun.
Like, kahit pala yung Paul Heyman turn kaya, pero like, that Paul Heyman double turn.
I think, the match is good, but, without Paul Heyman, it's good. Okay yun. Pero, Paul Heyman really added a different level, it really Paul Heyman elevated that match storytelling-wise.
Storytelling talaga. Like, that match was about storytelling, not even technical masterpiece.
Pero, di ba, ang ganda ng sequence ng may isang sequence na napakaganda di ba?
Yeah.
May nag-go to sleep, then na-spear, tapos mayroon na curb stomp.
Oh my God, yung mid-air pedigree, spear to pedigree ba yun?
Spear to pedigree counter. Ang linis, di ba?
Dude, mas mahirap pa yun kaysa RKO out of nowhere, man.
And this goes to show that I think, with that twist na nangyari sa kwento na to, feeling ko bumabalik yung The Architect gimmick ni Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Diba?
Lalo na, may kasama na naman doon siya. Unexpected si Braun. Maboy!
Yeah.
Medyo ako doon. Wait and see ako doon. Like, hindi ko pa rin gets yan.
Okay na.
I'm sorry. But, Jacob Fatu, oh my God, sobrang gets.
Grabe yan.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
Grabe, Jacob Fatu.
Like, if that night nanalo si Jacob Fatu for the World Heavyweight Championship somehow, wala akong criticism. Like, deserve. Handa akong lengthy reign and maniniwala ako. Galing.
Paklase.
Iba. Like si Braun Breaker, I don't know, on defense. Like ako na lang yata hindi nakakaget sa appeal niya.
Yeah, ako kasi siya wala lang, gusto ko lang talaga siya parang, he's an angry dude! He's an angry big dude!
Pero may masaya ako isang match na alam ko karamihan nagko-complain na nandun. New Day.
Yeah. New Day. Lalo na yung pinakita nung tatlong tag teams na yon yung sa SmackDown.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of people are complaining bakit nga talaga di nilagay sa sa WrestleMania yung TLC match na yon. Diba?
Ang isang
sayang.
Napanood ko kasi yung sa Bago Matulog. Bago Matulogers, Wacky the Doers, what up? bakit daw wala daw yung Motor City Machine Guns, yung mga tag team champions. Tsaka yung si Chelsea Green! Nasaan siya?
Parang umalis na yata WWE or pahinga lang ba?
Hindi, pahinga lang. Talo, dito, natalo siya ni Zelina Vega.
Yeah.
Yun din, pero siguro maganda sana kung nag-build up kayo ng something on that na sa WrestleMania niya sana nilagay para prestigious yung WrestleMania.
Pero I think dito yun nga, dito masyadong tatagal siguro ang WrestleMania for both nights if
kailangan ng 30 minutes entrance ni Roman Reigns, CM Punk sa Seth.
Oo.
Grabe yung
biniro ko yun, pero nung biniro ko, damn, halos 30 minutes nga lahat-lahat, no? Bago sila nag-away. Kasama yung promo, but still,
yeah.
Yung grabe, yung
entrance lang ni John Cena, na puta, aerial, font aerial lang yung gamit para sa pangalan niya.
John Cena,
yun lang.
Tama naman. He's not giving us anything.
Tingin ko basta may sasakyan involved yung may entrance yun yung matatalo.
03.
Ha?
03. Yung mga ganun. Sipin mo na, nag-entrance si LA Knight na nakakotse. Talo Nag-entrance rin si Charlotte Flair na nakakotse. Talo
din.
Kasi Cody, may mga motor lang sa entrance niya. Talo din siya.
Si Stone Cold natalo ng pader.
And that, guys, is why you don't drink and drive.
0404.
Kaya inom habang sa delikado yun. Add ko lang din siguro gusto ko pag-usapan yung kill switch engage its entrance. Sobrang ingay natin, din narinig yung piano music nung nagpo-promo siya. It's that Fire Burns ba yun? Piano version habang nagpo-promo siya. Ting ting ting. Basta yun gumagano'n tapos MCM Punk. My addiction is pro wrestling. Tapos sabay nung gitara.
Yeah.
So, basta
narinig ko, I am Mr. Philippine Wrestling.
Philippine Wrestling.
Iba yan tayo.
Doon si JDL. And by the way nga pala, shoutout nga pala kay Mandy and to other people who are gonna si Joshua, saka si Karma, and then si Gabby, all the people involved sa Pipecast podcast for having us for organizing this watch party. Also with their partners din, Hobby Stadium, saka yung isa pang venue nila sa Mandaluyong.
Grabe, dalawang venue
yun. Grabe.
Step up si Mandy
Congrats for this successful.
Congrats, Mandy.
Congrats. Successful yun for sure, man.
Nandito kami, Mandy, lagi para supportahan ka, ha?
Day 1, day 2 puno
Pati day 2 puno kayo?
Puno day 2. I think mas wild yung day 1 pero puno rin yung day 2. Parang wala mga tao.
Wow.
Kung si Sir John lang ang nakapanood ng date night 2. Kami dalawa ni Sir Jomar may trabaho kami.
At least I was able to watch day 2 via mobile phone.
Sana hindi nanonood yung yung boss ko kasi work from home ako noon, so
baka nga yung boss mo nanonood rin ng
Hindi. Magugulat ako kung wrestling fan sila, no.
Sino po ako panoorin yung night 2? Main event na si John Cena tsaka si Cody na entrance lang, tapos pagkatapos ng tapos na yung break ko, babalik ko na yung cellphone ko dun sa
Wala, night 2 reverse ng night 1. Night 2 lahat na ang raming magagandang matches before the main event. The main event is pero sadly, AJ Styles versus Paul Logan.
Ang dami nga nagsabi dahil si Logan Paul may kasalanan, hindi niya kasi binabayaran yung mga crypto scammers niya.
Yeah. Pero wala, like both of them, I don't know what happened. Like usually even AJ Styles can pull a good match, but like this night parang may off sa kanilang dalawa, or maybe they opted for a slow match. I don't know.
Who knows? Also, karma ni Logan Paul yun kasi nag-video siya ng katawan sa Japan Post.
Wala na, parang nag-interview nga siya.
Sama ng loob.
Hindi ko alam kung napanood yung nag-interview siya with John Cena. Tapos yung nga like, sinabi niya nga na sobrang idol niya si The Rock. So, nung nag-pull out si The Rock, not even si The Rock yung tumawag sa kanya, yung, I guess, assistant ni The Rock na, please pull all of my videos. Like, sobrang na-crush siya. Na-accept niya naman. Like, okay, I get it. But like, alam mo, idol niya to, and then like,
well, maybe,
sobrang disappointed.
Paano ngayon? Boss niya na ngayon si The Rock.
Boss niya na yun eh.
Oo nga.
Kasi, may mga certain point ng celebrities na parang syempre they're trying to keep their images, and ayaw nilang ma-associate with these kind of
yeah.
Like, crypto scammer na nagano. Para kasing yung ginawa niya sa Japan, it's despicable. Talaga. Pero parang hindi siya nagsisi na gano'n eh. Kasi parang he's doing the same stuff with different kinds of mediums lang. Sorry pero just to add, na lang din, hater talaga ako so hater ako ni Logan Paul yeah, that's it. Pero ang gustong-gusto ko lang talaga sa podcast niya is yung gines niya si Dom. And si Dom straight up like, oh pare, ang ganda sa Japan. Di ka nakapunta ng Japan?
Gago.
Ang ganda nun. Kung pumunta ka doon, suot mo yung mo ulit, yung sombrero mo doon nung pumunta ka sa forest. Patok ka as heel doon, pare, makakakuha ka ng hit. We love you, Dom. Kaya ka champion eh. Sorry. Pero nagigets ko yung appeal ni Logan Paul kasi ang galing niyang, athletic siya. I'll give him that.
Athletic siya, sanay siya maging heel. Basically, he's one of those rare, I won't even say celebrities, one of those rare people who just got the business. I guess celebrity, yeah. One of the rare celebrities who actually get the business.
Si Stephen Amell?
Ito pa yun. Sayang lang talaga na he never got his WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
I think siguro COVID hit. Was that it? Or edad na rin niya?
Hindi, tsaka lumabas siya sa AEW All-In 2018.
That's why. Okay.
So medyo support siya sa AEW side at that time. I don't know if kaya niya pa kasi from what I see naman, he did take wrestling seriously but pwedeng edad na rin. But now that Cody, I don't know. Let's see. Pero feel ko wala na. Too late na.
Never say never. Si CM Punk ka nakapag-main event pa eh.
True. Main event.
Shoutout kay Sir Redaliero. Hopefully, sana nagkaroon ka na ng satisfaction din. Kasi kami lahat din. Kasi natuwa. Na sobrang ganda ng night 1 na main event. Sobrang unexpected. Si Paul Heyman gumawa ng omelet, nagbasag ng itlog, binati pa niya.
Talagang natawa ako.
I-scramble pa niya.
I've never seen anyone do not shot like that, man.
Pero ito tarito, mapapansin niyo rin yung drama kay Paul Heyman going back to the night 1 main event when he
all throughout.
When he low-blowed CM Punk, makikita mo sa mukha niya yung parang regret.
Turn siya.
And sadness of why he did it. Pero compare it when he did it against Roman Reigns, talagang merong poot.
Yeah.
Kasi in the first place, si Roman nasan siya nung binugbog siya ni Solo Sikoa.
Diba?
Isa pa yun. Aside from doon, dude boy niya si CM Punk nakagawa dun.
Yeah.
Pagbigyan mo na, one time lang naman tinulak mo pa. With all the things na ginawa ni Roman Reigns.
Deserve
talaga niya kasi tignan mo yung again, nung natalo siya ni Kobe, asan siya?
Diba?
Wala. Oo, wala.
Yeah, umiyak.
Oo, at saka, tingnan mo, kaya feeling ko kaya sobrang regret talaga niyang initlogan niya si CM Punk. Kasi si CM Punk lang ang nalapitan niya nung the time na hinahabol na siya ng bloodline eh.
Yeah.
Asan siya nun?
Pero may point eh. Si Seth yung naging tell me when I'm telling lies.
Mm-hmm.
Ginamit ni CM Punk pa rin nga si Heyman. Alam niyang maiipit si Heyman, ginamit niya pa rin.
Mm-hmm. Ayun, yung nga lang din.
Tama si Seth Rollins. We believe in the Monday Night Messiah.
Yeah.
Monday Night Messiah.
May
American Jesus.
May nakakalimutan pa tayong isang match eh. Yung surprise surprise match ni Randy Orton. I was bored. He appears.
Actually, sasabihin ko na nga sa akin eh. Pero grabe yun. Hindi ko in-expect yun.
Yeah. It elevated the Joe Henry and the TNA title both. And even the TNA promotion.
Yeah.
Laking bagay nun.
Ang rami nga nagsasabi squash and I'm like, no, it's not a squash. Like, nakita mo ba, he was able to do offense and the only reason why na RKO siya, kasi naging cocky siya.
Yeah.
Like, gaano katagal yung, whoa.
Totoo.
Ganda.
Magaling si Joe. Magaling magluto si Triple H. Kasi kung si Vince McMahon, gagawin niya ba yun?
Hindi.
TNA star!
It was not known.
WWE lang!
Baka nga ilabas niya pa si The Miz something
si The Miz. Pero medyo nami-miss ko si The Miz. Parang ano ba nangyayari sa kanya? Ma-sidetrack lang tayo.
Ngayon parang wala.
They actually is parang tag team ata sila ngayon ni Melo. Carmelo Hayes.
Really?
Tag team sila. Melo Dote Miz nga ang nila, tag team name.
Saan?
Sa SmackDown.
Man, hindi ako updated
Oo.
Really? Pero it's sad. Pero who knows what will happen next. Ngayon tapos na yung WrestleMania.
But
and
we're going to have backlash pa. The John Cena versus Randy Orton, which is a dream match.
Yeah.
Ngayon.
Actually, I wish nga sana ginawa nila to at the last WrestleMania pa eh. Next WrestleMania. So,
wala na si Cena nun.
Wala na si Cena nun.
December lang siya.
Sure kayo? Baka malay natin, i-push pa nila to eh.
At the very least, that's not the story, I think. So, let's see kung babawiin ni Cena, pero feel ko hindi. Feel ko lang.
Anyways.
Pero the moment na nakita ko yung backlash, St. Louis, tapos si Randy Orton, I'm like, kami ng friend ko, parang wala. John Cena versus Orton yan. So, pwedeng kada PLE, if it's in a specific place, baka yung, I don't know, baka yung mga greatest hits ni Cena.
Yeah. Pero, dito, I think, John Cena would still win pa rin this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Kaya hot potato yung
Oo nga.
Bakit naman nun, hot potato mo yung yung champion, yung undisputed title? Or,
di nga baka si Cena mag-cheat this time. Sapakin niya with the brass knucks or something.
Pero ako, excited ako sa mga nangyayari. Si Pat McAfee, tsaka si maglalaban, Gunther. Pat McAfee, tsaka si Gunther.
Ay, oo. Diba?
Hindi maintindihan yan, pero hopefully...
Hindi, basically, nag-request ng live si Gunther kasi raw. Because he's been carrying the Intercontinental, then the World Heavyweight Champion, halos dire-diretso. So, parang pinayagan siya mag-leave, bumalik muna sa bansa niya.
Before pa, in between pa nun, he's the king of the ring.
Isa pa yun. So, I think he deserves a good rest naman.
Yeah, I think so. Even Cody.
Yeah, si Cody rin. Like, pagod na rin yun.
1 year. More than 1 year na.
Bit-bit niya yung belt.
And
mas busy pa si Cody for sure kaysa kay Gunther.
Kasi ang dami yung title defenses eh.
Hindi lang yun. Speaking engagements and even live shows, house shows, kailangan andun siya.
Oo, kasi siya talaga yung face eh. No offense to Gunther, pero si Cody talaga yung face kasi nasa kanya yung main championship eh.
Yeah. Well, at least, kahit na pahinga yung dalawang champions na yun,
marami para interesting.
Yeah. Interesting. We don't know what will happen next and that's exciting.
Mukha mag-fatal 4-way pa for the I think Backlash fatal 4-way US champ.
For the US title.
Sino maglalaban?
Baka Drew, Damian, Jacob, LA Knight. Baka,
oo. Pwede yun.
Guys, utilize niyo naman si Shinsuke. Nawawala na naman siya.
Nawala na naman.
Kakabalik lang eh. Natuwa na nga ako na nag-miss siya. Para siyang demon eh. Tapos ngayon parang, anong nangyari? Wala na naman siya.
One Japanese at a time raw si Iyo muna ngayon.
Pero yun nga eh, Iyo Sky was
a
hot commodity right now eh. Isipin mo na, dito, mas nauna sa kanya si Asuka and then si Kairi Sane, but Iyo Sky is the the lead Japanese talent in WWE.
Nagiging thing nga rin yung gumaganyan sa crowd.
Yeah. Diba?
Ano si Kairi? Si Kairi talaga sana pagbalik. Bigyan man ng title run.
Borta na nga si Kairi Sane eh.
Yeah. Mas fan pa ako ni Kairi Sane kaysa kay Iyo eh.
Ang tagal ng recovery nga ni Asuka ngayon eh.
Sana makarecover si Asuka ulit. Which is sabi daw ewan ko si nagsabi nun, sa Cool Pals kamukha daw ni Ay de las Alas.
Ay, grabe naman.
Grabe naman.
Pero ito
layo, Gabi.
Pero ito
layo.
Oo nga eh.
Ito yung exciting pala. Iyo Sky din Julia. Bumisita
Julia Tucker.
Oo. Parang nga Julia and there are some news that says that Julia and Roxanne Perez were going to be elevated to the main roster and
tagal naman, like sobrang tagal na dapat na elevate yan.
Okay.
Roxanne Perez deserves, pero Julia agad-agad dito parang di pa nga halos wala pa siyang 1 year or less than at least approaching 1 year pa lang siya sa WWE na tapos gaan na siya agad. Although without taking off the credit na ang dami niya na kanyang experience overseas sa Japan in particular, no? Pero dito, mauunahan pa niya si Stephanie Baker.
Diba? Let's see. Ako naman, happy ako either way.
Same.
Gusto ko yung ni Julie.
Yeah. I also like
kahit si Booker T, tuwang-tuwa.
Kasi Stephanie Baker.
Tumuro ng ganun eh. Lahat Pero ako mas excited ako for Roxanne Perez doing, kasi again, prodigy nga daw siya. And again, highlight reel na lang nakita ko sa niya. Hindi ko nga alam na napunta siya sa E. Kasi hindi naman ako updated. Sinunod ako ng WOW. Yung Women of Wrestling ba yun? Sa YouTube. And then, parang sa recommended na lang siya napunta. Highlight reel ni Roxanne Perez. Nung 17 pa lang siya nun, nagre-wrestling na siya. Like, dude, galing niya eh. Galing niya.
If she had won this last year's Women's Royal Rumble, no one would have complained.
Yeah,
same. Ako, siya talaga bet ko eh. Nung
Yeah, akala ko nga
Rumble.
Well, bet ko sino to?
Si Nia Jax.
Kawan ni CM Punk.
AJ
Lee.
Pero di pa rin yun kaya talunin yung record ni na 20-year vet na raw si Dominic Mysterio.
Technically, oo, di ba?
Tama naman. Tama naman.
Who's your papi?
Binila ko nga yun 2005 bata pa siya nun yung storyline na yun, di ba?
Oo.
Tapos ngayon,
alala ko yun.
Oo nga, 20 years na nga.
Ganda. Kaya nga, Like, the more I see Dom, the more na gusto ko siya, man.
Yeah.
Pero kulang pa siya sa mic, actually. Kulang siya sa mic.
Yeah, pero yung attitude niya lang sa yung aura niya eh.
Attitude, aura, like you want to hit him. Promo, alam mo may zinger siya, pero he doesn't have that natural, natural na pagsalita.
Feeling ko nag-hold back yan eh. Kasi kapag hindi nag-hold back yan, feeling ko masisensor na malapit kong siya eh. Si Dominic.
Hindi sa words eh. It's
yung impact
the way he speaks.
I don't know.
Yung medyo, ito narinig ko nga recently, may nagtanong, is CM Punk one of the greatest promo guys? Tapos may nagsabi, I can't say that he's a promo guy because he's a natural talker guy. When he speaks, it's very conversational.
Yeah.
It's not, you're not listening to a promo, you're hearing someone speak. Yun yung kulang kay Dom. Yung
natural na bukang bibig, yun talaga.
Yeah. Like parang he still can't talk to the crowd. It doesn't help na binubu siya bago siya may masabi.
Feeling ko, this is not an insult, pero I feel like maybe Dom is on the spectrum. Dude, kasi sabi niya, and this is my guess, oh, God, Jesus Christ, maka-cancel ako dito.
It's not, we're not, John and I were not laughing that Dom is in the, or we're not laughing kung sakali man, but we're just di na tayo makapaniwala kasi kung ganun ba. Diba?
Feel ko hindi. Like I've seen his interviews, hindi naman.
Go Eugene.
Sabi niya, 'di ba sa Elimination Chamber na ganun siya. Sensitive siya sa noise, and parang sabi niya, I can't take the noise talaga sabi niya. And also yung chicken tenders daw, 1 million stuff. Parang parang sign daw siya or something.
Pero si Austin Creed rin man, mahilig rin chicken tenders. As in, inaasar siya nila Kofi Kingston na yun lang hilig ni Austin.
Austin Creed or Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods, there you go. Like, may same thing rin siya with chicken tenders. Like, I think some people just don't, I don't know. Maybe it's one of those signs, but I think high functioning siya if ever.
Yeah. Probably. Also, for engagement na din, tanong na natin. If there's a psychologist, or kasi I'm not an expert. I just heard this on other people say that these are the signs. And I'm seeing it on Dom. I just want it to be clear na please comment down the section bago ako ma-cancel. Joke lang. Comment down below na kindly correct me if it's correct, kung tama siya. Kung tama siya or mali. I'm not an expert on it. And I'm not making fun of Dom.
Yeah. In fairness naman, yung mga sinabi mo are signs, not because may pinagsasabi niya.
Hindi ko man siya ini-insulto. And
go.
And if ever he is, parang, makakarelate yung mga tao. Meron tayong, kumbaga parang representative, parang ganun. Kasi at least, diba?
Eugene was actually a good representative, even if he wasn't autistic.
Yeah.
Meron daw lumalapit sa kanya and say na parang, like, seeing someone like that on screen helps people.
Talaga. Yes.
Yeah. So, but no, I don't think Dom is. Like, given those signs, pwedeng audio sensitive lang siya. Chicken tenders, I know some people who are like just bad with foods.
Food, yeah.
I think there's a disorder for that rin yung tawag, yung parang...
I love chicken tenders.
Actually, depende.
I love chicken. I love chicken.
If kaya niya naman kumain ng ibang bagay without rejecting them, it's just that he just likes chicken tenders.
Yeah.
Wala, normal. Pero meron, kasi alam ko yung may autism na ganon, they will, I forget the term but if you make them, they will try other things and they're like flat out grossed. As in, dudura nila halos. So, so far, wala naman yatang ganung sign kay Dom. I think lang talaga siya. Mahilig na sa chicken tenders.
Siguro. Tsaka audio sensitive siya.
Yeah, baka audio sensitive.
We're not, ayun nga,
I'm really... Really sorry if ever.
It's okay.
Okay lang.
That's
we're not making fun naman of people's condition. We're just telling lang what we observe.
Hindi, saka to be fair naman, yung mga sign na binigay mo are possible signs. They're not insulting signs na parang, weird siya kasi magsalita again. Like, it's not. So, you're safe. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Nasa middle ground kasi ako right now na, like, sometimes some people too sensitive, but sometimes, like, just be respectful, but ayoko rin na sobrang sensitive. So, don't worry too much. I think, okay lang naman yung tanong mo. Okay lang naman yung sinabi mo.
Alright. Thank you. Also, to those, again, ulitin ko lang din na kung may expert man on
go.
Yeah.
If you think.
It's true. Yeah. Para at least we get educated, we know things, and natutunan yung mga kapwa-tao na sa podcast na maintindihan kung ano yung idiosyncrasies and yung how to deal with it sa mga kapwa-tao natin na para mas maging aware tayo. Yan lang. Naging awareness yung
awareness.
Sabi ni Google, hindi raw. Sabi ni Google.
Yeah, and I think okay na tayo. We have more than 1 hour na tayo nag-uusap. Yeah, we much covered all, and I think Tarito, we have discussed enough of WrestleMania and other things in the local wrestling scene. And again, like
local wrestling scene, things are heating up.
Yeah.
International wrestling scene, things are heating up. AEW, quick update lang.
Go.
Hindi kayo nanonood, but isa lang naman binabantay ako. MJF is becoming the Sami Zayn right now towards Hurt Business. Nakakatawa lang, sobrang weird. Like, pinipilit na isingit sarili niya, but in a very douche way. Si Bob, sobrang love na love ko si Bob. But MJF is doing okay naman.
Bago pala tayo matapos sa speaking of AEW, yung mga lumipat galing AEW, like what can you say about Rusev, Aleister Black going back to WWE? I think ako lang, excited ako for Rusev, lalo na sa possible storylines niya with Braun Strowman, Braun Breaker, Otis, and of course, kapag gumaling na si Bronson Reed. Yung mga big man.
Big man. Slapping meat.
Yeah. Hindi ako excited.
Bakit?
Hindi ko alam. Basta hindi ko ma-explain eh. Hindi ako excited. I watched them.
Parang wala pang story gaano.
Wala pa. Parang nothing that hooks me. Hindi naman ako huge fan of either men when they were there or even in AEW. So, let's see.
I'm technically new, so wala rin ako may input.
Ha?
Yeah, kasi hindi ko, nung bumalik ako ng panonood ng WWE, wala na sila eh.
Oh! Kailan ka bumalik ulit?
2023? 4?
Sobrang bago lang. So
sobrang bago lang ulit ako.
Rusev Day!
Pero yun nga daw, parang may nakita ko Royal Rumble entry niya, may tangke siya, tsaka
Yes, may tangke siya.
Aware ako nun. Pero parang nandun ako sa
point. Hindi ko masyadong fan. Nagsimula ako nung manood ng wrestling with FPW. Live. And then I tried watching WWE again. Ewan ko kasi nagka-highlights na nga ako. And again, pinapanood ko yung mga luma. Sila Eddie Guerrero, ganun. Meron naman kasing full matches eh. So, YouTube.
Yeah, yung lumang Royal Rumble na inabot ko 10 years old ako, ganun. Rewatch ko lang. Parang, okay, ganito pa yun. Mas naiintindihan ko lang yun, 30 na ako. Kasi nung 10 years old ako, pinapanood ko to habang naglalaro ng Lego eh. Ginagawa ko ngayon. So,
okay, gets. Yeah, like, it's okay. Ikaw ba, Jomar?
Ako, yun nga, I'm excited lang siguro sa mga possible storylines with Rusev. And for Aleister Black, I think, I don't know, kasi dito, ang dami pang talents na nasasayang ngayon sa ano eh.
Diba? Yun rin, ang jump pack ngayon, man.
So, and to think of it, yung Wyatt 6, ewan ko ano nangyari.
Man.
Diba?
May naigil ba?
Alexa Bliss.
Yun din. Yun din, no? Maganda sana kung siya nanalo ng WrestleMania.
Diba?
ng Royal Rumble.
Like, yun yung so many talents, so little time.
Ewan ko kung siguro nepo hired talaga si nag-politic lang siguro si Charlotte. Who knows?
I think I think they're also trying to find the next Undertaker, and Aleister Black is actually a pretty good fit based on his time in AEW. Kasi it was supposed to be Bray Wyatt. Unfortunately, he passed away. So I think they're trying to find that one dark fit. Dapat si Uncle Howdy, wala na injure. So
na-injure. It's either they will team up kasi dalawa naman ng noon ang dami nilang supernatural characters sa WWE. We got the Boogeyman. We got Kane, and we also got the Undertaker.
Fun fact, sorry, random, pero fan pala si Jacob Fatu sobra ni Boogeyman.
Nagulat ako.
Kaya pala,
hindi ko na-expect yan.
Hindi niya pala ginagawa yun.
Ganun si Jacob.
Nung nagpa-kuha siya ng picture na,
diba? Tuwan-tuwa siya eh.
Alright, this guy is one of us.
Pero yeah, like,
we love you, Jacob Fatu. Do not change.
I think hindi basta-basta mag-hire si Triple H. But when Aleister Black was there, alam ko one of the Triple H guys siya. So
yeah,
I think talaga siya. Like they wanted him back lang. And AEW wasn't using him that well.
Yeah.
Things that happen. Talented wrestlers din na nagagamit sa AEW.
Ang marami rin kasi.
Ray Phoenix is one of them.
Yeah, Ray Phoenix
is one of them.
Alam mo yung nagamit naman kahit papano pero as tag teams.
Yeah.
Pero ang galing nila as solo eh.
Magaling nga rin.
Galing sila solo din eh. Pwede sila mag-tag from time to time pero seeing what Ray Phoenix did in WrestleMania and what Penta did actually hindi ko napanood eh. So, sabihin na natin magaling si Penta.
Pero nung nandun sila sa WWE before AEW, they were barely used. And then in fairness, nung nilipat sila sa AEW did use them as tag teams and even won the tag team championship. Pero I guess time to level up na rin.
Yeah.
And I guess
sorry.
I think we've wraps up our show for our episode for this ewan ko lang kung magkakaroon pa tayo isa pang episode, but yeah, let's see. But I think that wraps up our episode for this time. Shout out na lang muna ulit.
Shout out sa shout out to the Dexcon Puso Wrestling WW roster. Like, I hope kung nakikinig man kayo, please don't be mad at me. I love you guys. I know the hard work that you put into it. I know I can't wrestle and sometimes I'm being critical as a fan, but it doesn't mean I don't support you guys. I love you guys and I always want to see you succeed. That's partly why kaya ko lang isang roster. As much as I would love to join you sa FPW, lahat ng time ko and resources na ubos na dito. So,
actually, you could try naman sa Secret Show at the Secret Show. Kaso nga lang yun nga, diba, na-schedule.
Yung hindi nga tayo natuloy.
Hindi tayo natuloy because we have something
to do. So, pero honestly, like, it's not that I want to divide and fight which is better kasi I don't think I've seen FPW, they're better at some things. Si Puso naman for me, it's the thing with Puso, I think medyo bata-bata pa. Like they're slowly growing younger talent, so it's gonna take some time to cook. But yeah, I'm supportive of you guys. I hope that one day we'll have one of you guys in our but definitely very excited for Dexcon Dakila. I'm sure you guys will be amazing and more than be able to hold up against international talents. I want to say hi to Martin Vicencio. Siya actually tumutulong sa akin paminsan when it comes to marketing ng Dexcon side. Shout out to our clients sa JL Geekery. I don't know if may nakikinig sa inyo, but thank you guys for all your help, and thank you to my wife, Lev. Supporta siya lagi na nagre-record ako. And finally, hopefully makuha namin ulit services ni El Tindero kasi lagi siya nawawala.
Lagi nagsi-secret training siguro si El Tindero.
Oo nga, baka mag-debut na sa Dakila.
Ganun siya. Ano pang pambayad? Kung kuha ng bayad? Bayad. Sukli. Sukli.
Ito.
Sukli, bayad.
Bili na kayo.
Tapos may vocalization pa yun.
Oo.
Bili na kayo!
Eugene, shout out.
Shoutout sa mga kasama ko sa Karakoa Comics. Well, Karakoa Light na ngayon kasi tatlo na lang kami. Shoutout kay Kelvin, ng aking dakilang penciler, dakilang cover artist. Shoutout din kay Gilbert, ang aking bagong penciler. Shoutout sa aking publisher, Quentin, si Ma'am Isa, at si Sir Juan. Shoutout din kay i-chat ko na siguro kayo, pero
dito andun rin si Sir Elmer Damaso.
Elmer Damaso.
Kailan?
Hindi event, pero yung publishing. I pitched Power of Doom sa siguro bleep out na lang to kasi pero yeah, we are marketing Power of Doom to para maging titignan namin tinetest namin yung market kung pwede pa yung Power of Doom kasi pinitch ko siya sa Quentin. And also I invited them sa secret show. Sayang nga lang na hindi sila umabot. Pero they're asking na talaga that madaming tao, and I'm pretty sure that wrestling is very marketable, lalo na sa comic community. Pero mabalik lang ako sa shoutouts. Again, salamat po Ma'am Isa and Sir Juan. Also sa mga kasama ko rin sa Kawangis. Hello po Sir Arya at Mac Display. Also salamat kay chat ko lang kayo, pero salamat po Sir James Idol tsaka AB3. Nung secret show kasi bigyan ko sila ng copy ng comic, and natuwa sila with the comic book, and nabuhayan ako ng loob na it made me validate myself na hindi pa tapos tong Power of the comic na to. Tutuloy ko to. And yun, masaya ako na natuwa kayo sa comic. And masaya ako na sumusuporta sa inyo sa FPW. Maraming salamat po. Talagang di ko na nasabi, pero natawa ako sa sinabi niyo nung natawa kayo sa comic ko. Yun lang sinasabi ko din. Maraming salamat po.
Okay. For me, shout out to my wife, Ice, and yun nga pala, dito, meron siya ngayong she already self-published her book.
Nice.
Dito, Mentally Here. So if ever you want a copy of it, just message Muning Studios on Instagram. And also she na-publish niya rin yung teaser for her first graphic novel, Lua the Shapeshifter. So Lua the Shapeshifter. So it's more about Philippine mythology, and at the same time basta ang theme niya is sambal. Also yun nga, ang theme niya to is more on Filipino, more particularly Sambali mythology, from Sambales. So if you're interested, you can message her via Instagram at Muning Studios. So Yun. Kung gusto niyo na makakuha ng kopya, mentally here sa I don't know ano yung specific price nung both books. So yeah, please please support Muning store. And also yeah, JLG Carry. Please support their store. Also, yun nga. And also, shoutout na rin sa friends ko, sa mga kaibigan ko. Shoutout to Mandy na rin, Mandy.
Alam mo, Mandy, ay nakalimutan yung shoutout din si Mandy.
Na-shoutout mo naman kami.
Na-shoutout ko naman. Next episode, hopefully, sama ka na namin.
Sama ka namin next episode.
And
pag-uusapan natin
also want to shoutout rin yung, may mga nag-comment sa atin dun sa last episode natin. Review natin yung Astig and WrestleStorm. Yung mga shoutout, yung mga nag-comment sa atin sa episode na yon, si Legendarius the Great. Ba't ka raw John napakamot sa ulo nung sinabi mong siya yung favorite mo.
Lagot ka, papaupak ka nun kay yung kay AB3, idol yung si AB3. Hindi niya kamukha yung drummer ng Kamikaze.
And si Nash Shakur, shoutout sa iyo.
Shoutout sa iyo.
And also Sam Baltasar. Shoutout na rin.
Nanonood din siya?
Nanonood din siya.
Nice.
Sabi nga niya dito sa sa comment na 'yon. Thanks for the shoutout, guys. See you on our next show. So, yeah. Thanks.
So shoutout ko pa rin mga kapatid ko na nanonood. Bobby. Yeah. Nanonood din sila eh.
Okay, siguro shoutout na rin natin si Tiago kasi parang feeling
ko nanonood siya. Oo. Tiago, we love you. Bro! Iba bro pala yun. Pero, Jim bro.
Squats ka daw dyan.
Squats tayong tatlo pag apat pa lang pag in-interview natin siya. Kasi si Mandy daw gusto daw niyang sumama pag in-interview natin si Sir
yeah. We're going to schedule that. And also pala, shoutout rin kay Wrestling Boy. Sorry, Wrestling Boy. Di pa natin schedule yung collab with you. Sorry, I will message you na lang. Thank you kay John kasi siya yung nag-remind sa akin.
Dude, like yan, yung mga budol ko sa kanya.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yung budol ko sa kanya yung poster ng ni Eddie Guerrero nandito pa eh.
Yeah, shout out.
Wala kasi yung budget. Actually, tinawag na ako ng airmats ko, uuwi na ata, sayang. So, patingin na wrestling figures. Nasa Green Hills ako.
Oh.
Bumili na ako ng posters. Yung isa binigay ko sa kay Kelvin. Shout out Kelvin ulit. Next time, sama ka sa amin dito. Kapag nagawa na natin yung remake, kapag naging marketable na yung comic natin. Basta yun.
Yeah, that ends na our episode, no? Yeah. Wrap up na tayo.
Wrap up na.
Tulog na.
Pwede na tayo matulog.
Yeah, that ends our episode. Again, thank you guys for tuning in, for watching, and for listening to us. So, yeah, promote ko lang yung socials natin. We are available on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and also on Threads. Wala kami sa X or sa Twitter. Baka scammer lang yung nag-message sa inyo about using our handle, pero yun nga. Yun lang. And yun nga, please do like this video, and also share nyo rin, palawakin nyo na yung influence natin. We also have our own Facebook group, Geekadas, the Geeks Around Nowhere community. So please also join our community, and yun, mag-usap-usap tayo doon. And yun, that ends our episode. Again, thank you very much Eugene and John for being here again sa ating episode. And my name is Jomar, and you are watching Geeks Out of Nowhere. Dito tayo sabay-sabay. Okay lang yan. Thank you.
Hindi na ako nagado eh.
Okay. See you and on the next episode. Goodbye.